photos of my pumpkin. It's the biggest, bestest pumpkin you ever did see. But hold on, it's getting smaller and smaller. I'm not sure if that'll work, but it's the first of my little pumpkins, my little summer sunburst squash. How dainty is that? You're probably supposed to leave them till they get a bit bigger, but I was a bit desperate, to be honest. So anyway, picked that today. Really pleased. I'm not quite sure what you do with it. I don't know if it's enough for a meal there, but it's a good job that I saw that, and it's cheered me up, because then I went into the greenhouse and saw this. My poor little big boy. Look at it. The weight of just 4 tomatoes. Mind you, it's quite heavy. I bent it over and it had just completely snapped. So I'm going to hang that upside down. I've got no idea what will happen to it. Maybe it'll ripen. They might just carry on and ripen a bit more. And I've made a clean cut on the plant that's left and just hope that some more tomatoes will come from the bottom. But that's taught me a lesson. Yeah, support things if they've got heavy fruit like that. They're coming on really well as well. But anyway, so we've had the good and the bad. I'm hoping we're not going to find any ugly today. What I am going to do today, it's such a strange time of year. Aaron was saying over at Aaron's allotment earlier on that he's sort of sitting back at the moment. Not sitting back, but all the hard work's done and all people are doing at the moment is coming up and harvesting. And yeah, that initial flurry of this has got to be done, this has got to be done, has gone. And everything's just come up absolutely beautifully. I don't know if you can turn around here and just have a little look round, but there is no space to be had at all. It's just gorgeous. So I'm aware I haven't got the microphone on the camera either, so I'm just following it. Oh, hello. So I'm going to just do a little bit today. Be doing a little bit today. Voice gone. But really, I have done bits of filming over the last week or two, so I might just do a little bit of a compilation of things that I've done, which include washing some garlic. That'd be thrilling for you. So yeah, we'll just see how the day goes today and see what exciting things turn up. And in the greenhouse, we have got the garden pearl tomato. Is looking really healthy actually. This is the one that had really curly leaves and everything to begin with, but if you have a look, that is laden. Oh, actually, oh yeah, we're getting a bit of ripening going on. Out the way, leaf. There we go, a little bit of ripening in there. So that's looking good. But these other ones, the sun gold, they've had the same watering system as the garden pearl, but they've gone really yellow. I mean, you can see how thin, how sparse those plants are because I've taken off so many leaves. We seem to have quite a lot of tomatoes set, like here, but actually, look how small they are. I know they're cherry tomatoes. I know they're meant to be small, but I don't know. I thought small, but in larger quantities. So something has obviously gone wrong here. Look, this is the sort of leaf I've been taken off. That's just fallen off. That's too much water. So, and again, this one here. Actually, if it's not going to come off easy, I'm going to leave it. But I don't know if there's a problem with these. I'm just going to try and take this out. I mean, obviously that's got water in at the moment, but I don't know what's going on. No, there's a good root system there. I'm going to push it back in. Maybe just I shouldn't be keeping those topped up. But I'm only doing exactly the same as I'm doing with the others. Look, that one's got loads in. Oh, actually it hasn't. No, that one has. Look, you can see the water there. And those leaves are absolutely fine. So obviously that's something I'm going to have to try and work out. Cucumbers have been brilliant. We've had about 5 cucumbers off those 2 plants so far. And we're actually, yeah, we're getting more there, look. Getting plenty. Straight as well, good grief. Chilies, this Big Jim Tom boy, Big Jim chilli, We've had one, which is a bit disappointing really, so I don't know if it's some... Oh, there's another one, look. Hey, now we've had two. Don't know if it's something to do with the pollination. Oh, look. Look, Jane. I've misjudged the poor chilli. We've had 3. But if you look at other places, look. That's not looking good, is it? What's going on with my chilli? And the other chilli, your standard chilli. Yeah, getting a few on there. Maybe I just got to give it time. You can see I've been keeping the window open to let pollinators in and out, but yeah. Let's just hope these tomatoes make up for the big one that's broken. Looking forward to them anyway. Oh, and the other thing, my aubergine that I was very excited about. If we look at that, it's got beautiful flowers on. And it had actually set a fruit, but I touched it the other day and it just fell off. So something, again, it's the first time I've ever grown an aubergine. Please, if you know if I'm doing anything right or wrong, let me know. I've got it in half a bag of compost. I'm keeping it watered. That's empty at the minute, that's because I haven't watered yet. It's got loads of flowers, but it's just not setting fruit. Not in the same way as I thought it would anyway. So, pollination, I don't know. Hey, here we go. It's our purple teepee beans. Look. Oh, heck, I've just pressed something. The more you actually look, the more you see. Now, you see, I didn't notice these at all because they're so dark. I'm not quite sure. Look at that. Oh, that's great. Not quite sure how big they're meant to be before you pick them. There we are. There's our thing, purple teepee stick beans. But I suppose because they're not growing as tall as the other beans, you don't really notice them the same. To me, they still need to grow taller. They obviously need a few more inches. They're going to be fantastic though. Look at them. Oh, I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick one. There. Purple teepee stick beans. Delicious. And the other beans, the Scarlet Emperor here, they're glorious. Again, Jeff over on the Hort channel, I was watching something the other day, I don't know if it was from this year, but his Scarlet Emperor had been ravaged by black fly. So since then, I've been checking all the time. But they seem okay, they seem pretty clean so far. No signs of any beans yet. We've nipped out the tops. Don't know if that helps or not. But yeah, look how healthy they look. And those ones there are the Blue Lake. They're going to be good too, but hey, they look quite stunning, don't they? I think by the amount of flowers on here, might be in for a good crop. Oh, sorry, they're not Blue Lake, they're the Borlotti. The Blue Lake are behind them there. Borlotti beans, how posh. And I can see, you're going to have to bear with me here. Yeah, look. First little flowers on the Borlotti bean. Fantastic. How delicate they. Gorgeous things. Ooh. Bean world. Oh, there's Oscar. Right, I don't know if you remember Sluggate and my war on slugs, but so far my celeriac has remained intact. Now, this patch had slug pellets on, and I've got to say, no slug damage. patch has had coffee grounds on, and from what I can see, no slug damage. This lot, and I'm going to go down here, was the bit where I pinned the holly leaves all the way around, and interestingly there's no slug damage, but also there's no protection whatsoever, because all that happened pretty much before I'd even left the allotment that day when I did that. They'd all blown away, so I keep finding bits of holly in the middle of the potato and the beans and things like that. So that's what happens to the holly. So I think if I did that again, I would use clips. However, fortunately, the slugs must have heard that there was little barriers going up, so they haven't been near. So far, no slug damage. So really, it's a completely inconclusive experiment. There's no slugs, but it really looks like there wouldn't have been any anyway. I don't know. Still, got nothing better to do with your coffee grinds? Bung them round some celeriac. Yeah, we'll keep going though. The slugs might fancy something, and just see. Just see. That was the most rubbish experiment you've ever seen, I'm sure. But I really thought some of them would be got, because they've got such lovely, lovely, lush green foliage. I think probably the pigeons will come and get them before next week. They've already got the cabbages. But yeah, I wish I could have shown you something a little bit more comparative. But no, just been very lucky with no slugs. So the fruit cage is on the way. We've got the posts up, we've got the wire around the top. We just need to put the netting round. So it's not going to do us any good at all this year, because everything's pretty much fruiting now. But maybe that's a job for the weekend. Okay, I think I mentioned earlier on in one of the clips that there'd been an allotment competition that's been judged, and that was judged last Tuesday now. Nobody's heard anything yet, so fingers crossed we might get something. I doubt it. But I thought I'd just give you an update before I go on the dried peas. Remember the bigger dried peas that we sowed? Now, I was thinking, what could be that different with these peas and the peas you get from the garden centre? Apart from these are a lot more prolific. There are so many. We've just been picking them every time we've come down. But what I will say is, the pods themselves seem a lot smaller. Now that's probably something to do with how we feed them or not. The peas themselves, I know you can pick them earlier and they'll be smaller, but there's your peas, quite big peas, robust peas I would say. And when you boil them, they do tend to go that bluey green that processed peas do. They don't sort of keep the nice fresh green that different garden peas do. So I've always thought they must add something to marrow fat peas to make them go that slightly odd colour, that unnatural colour that they go. But no, that's just how those peas go anyway. Still tasty. Not as tasty, if I'm honest, as your traditional garden pea. I don't think I'd grow them again. It's been fun, it's been a good experiment to do, but a bit tough to be honest. Okay, so yeah, it was worth a try. It's been interesting. Wouldn't do it again. Apart from that, it's been a strange one this week, as I keep saying. Everything's coming up. We're going to continue harvesting. So far, I think each time we come up, we're taking back rhubarb, broad beans, garlic. Herbs are plenty. The squash hasn't really started coming yet. We've only had that pumpkin. And tomatoes haven't started coming yet, but you know, it's all part and parcel. We've been growing Mayan Gold potatoes, which are they first earlies again? But they've followed on from the white king.
Duke?
Duke. It's a duke or a king or a prince. The white Duke of York potatoes. And the Mayan Gold are lovely, but they don't boil very well. So we've been having them roast. I haven't got any to show you because we've taken them all home. So yeah, strange old mishmash this week. Funny time of year, very, very lush in lots of ways. and yeah, still learning about things like propping my tomatoes up properly and what happens when you don't feed things properly. And yeah, it's all still a learning curve. Everything's fantastic, it's so lush, but different atmosphere altogether at the moment now at the allotment. Not so much sitting back, as I say, but seeing the spoils starting to come in. Sorry, I'm automatically opening this pea as I'm talking. So that's it for this week. Hopefully next time I might be able to show you something I'm actually doing on the allotment again, because I haven't actually done anything today, apart from wander around and stare at things. I hope you're having a lovely time wherever you are. Hope you're managing to gather some things. And oh, one last thing. If you have got any way that to deal with cucumbers, because we have got rather a glut at the moment, can you let me know? The only way that I can think of at the moment is to pickle them. But if any of you out there has got some fantastic recipes, please let me know. I'd be very welcome, and I think the family would be very welcome as well. They're getting a bit sick of cucumber salad. Okay, so yeah, enjoy the week ahead, and I'll see you soon. Bye.